Hello everybody and welcome back to Alarislav's YouTube channel. As you may know, the new version 3.5.5 was released and here we are going to list the most important features and changes from the new version. As not all features and corrections will be discussed in this video, you are also able to check the full list of the innovations in the release note document, which link you can find under this video. As you may know, the difference between the SAR and user data headers UDH is SAR uses separate fields in the submit bucket, while UDH is a part of the text field. As you can notice on the screen, you can convert UDH in concatenated messages to SAR. By activating this feature, the UDH will be cut from the short message field. UDH indicator in the field ESM class will be set to 0 and final 3 fields SAR message reference number, SAR total segments, SAR segment sequence number will be added in the submit SM bucket. The converting is possible only in case there is a UDH indicator set to 0 or 8 in the initial submit. To activate this feature, please specify the list of vendor channels and the following code in the ticket request. Starting from this version, a billing based on a number using caller ID tags was added for client products also. The configuration logic is the same with the vendor side. You need to create a base product 1 and an additional product 2 which will be assigned to the product base and special caller ID tag. Once the request comes to the routing, the system will pick up one rate from the product 1 and product 2 and will take the cheapest one, taking the longest match into consideration. In the interface carrier, contract company, users, SMS channel, payments, SMS POI, routing rules, products, agreements, accounts, voice POI, SMS routing rules, you can notice a new icon near the record. It is gray if the object was just created and was not changed since. If the object was changed after the creation, the icon will be color blue. When pointing the mouse to this icon, the system will provide you with the following information: the date when the object was created and the author and date when the object was changed. This information can be displayed depending on the period during which the logs are stored in the database. At your request, we have added an opportunity to determine the interval between which the inquiry links that are sent to vendors. By default, it was always set to 30 seconds, but now it can be changed. The minimum value is 10 seconds. This parameter is also available for channels with the option Send Bind to Client Side activated. To change the interval, please contact our support team and specify the following code. As using the telescopic mode in the interface analytics by many users can load the system, we have added an opportunity to limit the use by the roles in the interface users. If this parameter in the system setting interface is activated, but the role telescopic mode is not granted to a specific user, the stats for this user will be not calculated based on minutes cubes. Please also note that in case the parameter is not activated and the role is still not granted, the user will not be able to see the telescopic mode button on the analytics interface. The role assignment process was reworked. The following changes were made. When choosing a child role, the parent role is activated automatically. When choosing a parent role, the child roles are not selected. If a child role is deselected, the parent role is not changed. If a parent role is deselected, all child roles are automatically deselected also. Additionally, by holding the Control or Command button, you can select all roles included in the parent group, as you can see on the screen. A new metric total margin was added in the routing rules interface and it is based on the whole traffic. If you would like to limit the negative margin to -$50, use this metric with the following formula. As a result, the routing will not pass the traffic if the margin is less than the mentioned value. Starting from this version, you can change the position of open tabs. It can help you organize the work process at your discretion and make it more comfortable. Connection fee can be set for US domestic rates by specifying the respective column in the rate import interface or by editing a rate using REST API methods. Rate editor interface was reworked accordingly. After the addition, the system will consider the connection fee during billing. As you may know, the system allows choosing the target time of simulation. Earlier, this time save was not considered when selecting translation rules. Now, in case you specify the time, the system will check only the rules which are active at this period. For your convenience, we have added a column volume minutes in the interface volume-based deals. Additionally, you can see a vertical line in the graph which allows you to determine the volume on the traffic that already passed through the system and the price which is active now. We have added a new way to synchronize your balances. Now we can choose whether the system needs to create a charge or payment to sync the balance. The group index field can be edited only in case you choose the option charge. After submitting, the system will create an appropriate document to make the balance on a specific day the same as defined in the file. In the overview of the version 3.5.2 we have described a new parameter for the SMS billing, rate inheritance mode. You can find the link of the video here. In this version we have added a support of this billing option in the retail portal. Now the EDRs in the retail portal and wholesale interface will be built similarly depending on the mode chosen. After the message is received by the system, the text could be changed before sending it to the vendor by means of the translation rules. Sometimes it is needed to determine which text was received in the first place. From now on, in the EDRs there will be two fields, message text and translated text, which can be exported using the interface EDR export, as you can see on the screen. All fields in the email processing rules simulation interface are obligatory now. The logic was changed to make the result of real import and simulation similar. Now, in case the option Use Optional Field for Receipt is activated, your client's edition will receive two fields MCC and MNC separately. Before, only MCCMNC field was passed. There are some metrics in the routing rules interface which are based on the traffic statistics, and the metric rule attempt count is one of them. The statistics was updated every 5 minutes, but starting from this version, the interval will decrease to 30 seconds. In case routing return a vendor that didn't answer our request, the system will add a prefix to the local message ID, as you can see on the screen. For your convenience, we have added a new column login in the SMS channel table. It will allow you to find channels by their system ID. Once a campaign has started, the retail interface will display its statistics and status when opening the detailization. Now the parameters approximate cost and number of messages will be automatically refreshed every 2 seconds to provide you with the actual stats, as you can see on the screen, while before you had to click on the button. Earlier, when several report categories were selected, the system was looking for reports that are assigned to all the selected groups. Now, if several groups are chosen, the system will show all reports included at least in one of the groups. As you may know, there is an option Payment Alert located in the Agreements interface, which allows you specifying the recipients. Now, after the payment for a specific account is created, the account manager will be notified even if his or her address is not specified in the mentioned fields. It means that the account manager will always receive a payment alert in case a payment was created for his or her carriers. We have added a new method, resolve number, which allows you to determine the MCCMNC of the specified number. For example, after authorization, let's check the following number. As you can see, the system will return the following result, where you can notice the following MCCMNC with some additional information. We have added a new REST API method, close SMS rate, which allows you to close rates. Suppose we have a product with the following ID and rate included for the MCCMNC. In case we send the following request, the system will close the existing rate using the end date from the request. Additionally, in case you specify the end date equal to the start date of the rate will be deleted from the product. The method SMS rate was also upgraded. If you use the method post without specifying this rate, it will also be closed. In case the end date is equal to the start date, it will be deleted as well. In the system setting interface, two new categories were added, SMS switch and SMS routing. Parameters from all SMS categories were reorganized and included in the appropriate groups. Now the field feature code is limited and can contain only alphanumeric values and underscores and cannot begin with a digit. You have a tooltip here which will remind you of the correct format. Now the credibility value specified in the interface carriers will be rounded up to 2 decimal places for your convenience. Well, these are all technical details which we plan to describe in this video. Hopefully it was useful for you. In case you have any questions regarding the new version and the features which were not described here, you can always contact our support team. If you have any suggestions regarding the channel development, we will be happy to get them also by the following email. So see you in the next lesson.